and welcome to Match of the Day Live from White Hart Lane, Tottenham. It's a special occasion which brings together the UEFA Cup winners Tottenham Hotspur and the European Cup winners and First Division champions Liverpool in a Canon League match. It's a special occasion particularly though for Steve Perryman, who plays his 600th league game for Spurs, his first at the age of 17 against Sunderland, a prelude to 15 years of consistent performances for one club. Professional efficiency quietly personified. Well, now with details of those players sharing the occasion with him and us this evening is match commentator Barry Davis.
Well, quite a few famous names have shared the Spurs dressing room with Steve Perryman over 15 years. The question is, though, whether the present squad are good enough to help him to a coveted championship medal. From them, Peter Shreves picks an unchanged team for a match given added spice by the Milk Cup draw, which brings Liverpool back to White Hart Lane at the end of this month. Spurs have won 7 of their last 8 games, the exception being their defeat at Southampton last Saturday. The man who isn't playing has made all the Liverpool headlines. Not surprisingly, the game isn't blessed with too many like Kenny Dalglish. There's no place for the England international Sammy Lee either. Jan Molby, the Dane, and Steve Nicol, the Scotsman, are preferred in midfield. As for the Liverpool captain, Phil Neal, well, he's just 4 short of a 600 figure, though for him it's for 2 clubs, Northampton and Liverpool, and indeed he made the transfer to Anfield precisely 10 years ago today. And the referee is John Martin, comes from a little place called Four Marks near Alton in Hampshire. Teams changing ends. So the 2 goalkeepers, one following the other to Anfield, will cross over in midfield. Bruce Grobbelaar always wants a feel of the ball, and greeted by Ray Clements, his predecessor at Anfield. And Ray Clements, troubled by injuries last season, enjoying Tottenham's start to this season. And they are Liverpool supporters to the right as we look, giving warm applause to an old favourite. And their team will no doubt appreciate the stage that they're being given with this countrywide coverage. Liverpool attacking the goal to our left. And then Molby's first touch didn't last too long. And among the spectators is Kenny Dalglish. Sammy Lee has come down as well. Throw to be taken by John Chidozie. Miller. A little bit of pushing. Kennedy. Interesting how things have gone full circle for Alan Kennedy, now the only Liverpool player called up for England's match against Finland. He was the one who so often stayed alone at home. Here's Perryman. He'll hope for better passes than that on the night. It's Chris Hughton. Roberts. Oh, that's a good ball. Looking for Falco, testing the pace of Hansen. And Hansen makes a fine challenge. Really good ball by Roberts. The more obvious one would have gone out to Chidozie on the wing. Chidozie takes the corner to Mickey Hazard. Disappointing touch by the Nigerian international, who incidentally won't be playing for Spurs in their match next week at Old Trafford because he'll be playing for his country in the World Cup instead. Spurs have the advantage of an increasing breeze. Stevens. 2 forward for Bruce Grobbelaar. 4 in midfield for Liverpool. There are the 2 forward, Walsh and Robinson. 1 by Paul Miller. Jan Mulby. Early ball in from Neil. Didn't quite have the pace he was looking for. Good use of the chest by Tony Galvin. Unlucky. Didn't stop running. And there was a fine attempt to find him. I think Neil may have taken his eye off the ball. And another Tottenham corner. One of the Liverpool players said to me before the match, both teams have got something to prove tonight. Spurs, that they are true challengers. Liverpool, that they haven't lost anything like as much as recent results might suggest. Roberts, a bit short for Houghton. Offside. Michael Robinson, who may well remember that it was in the second fixture of last season on a Saturday that he scored a hat-trick at West Ham. Hazard. Parker looking for it and gets away. Fine ball by Hazard again. But no real threat to Grobbelaar. Mulby. Robinson. Walk. Didn't fall too nicely for him, but here's Whelan. Didn't fall nicely for him either. Miller. Chidozie, the fullback drawn. And Kennedy making up the pace with every stride. And forced across from Chidozie, perhaps before the winger was ready. It's Kenny Dalglish down on the bench alongside Sammy Lee. Chidozie took it well, and again it came from Roberts. 2 waiting. Away by Neil, and very well away too. Really teasing cross from Chidozie. And the problem for Bruce Grobbelaar. Corner's been taken. Ball with Hazard. Everybody back for Liverpool bar 1. The man in the right position was Lawrenson. Chidozie. Good pace. Another corner. Tottenham's 4th. Here's Hazard. Looking for the curler. Didn't quite arrive. Well, Graham Roberts left out of the England squad, but his passing from deep at the start of this match has been hugely impressive. Movement up front. And Clements finds Falco. Flick on just a bit too far for Crooks. Walk. Nobody really picked him up. Here's Robinson. Whoosh! Well, it was just a side footer, from the edge of the 6-yard area. A firecracker or something went off in the crowd, and that seemed to stop the players. One or two of them seemed to lose concentration, particularly Tottenham players. Look how Walsh pulls away then, and Miller got to him. In the end, it came to nothing. A couple of times Walker's got forward. He's looking to do so again. Chris Hughton with him. Roberts. Galvin looking for the return. And gets it. Crooks in the middle, so is Falco. Chidozie. A little surprised that Chidozie didn't try and take Kennedy on the outside. 10 minutes gone, no score. Tottenham have had the greater share of the play. Good play by Stevens. Kennedy was very quick. Miller. Match of great pace and no little skill. Free kick against Hansen. If he hadn't put a hand on the shoulder, he might have got away with it. That suggested a push. Chidozie is out to the right. Everybody else is left of Hazard. And Hazard coming in. Galvin. Out by Hansen. Real test for both Liverpool fullbacks this. They're going to be attacked consistently by Chidozie and by Galvin. Roberts. We can have a crack. Got a deflection. It's a corner. Poor Miller there, just outside the 18-yard area. Falco just inside. Crooks nearest to the goal. There's the charge. And Miller coming in. Well taken by Grobbelaar. Walsh. Chidozie chasing. Grobbelaar is off his line, but is covered by Kennedy. Oh, the goalkeeper finding himself on the brink. Didn't know whether to topple over or not. Came right to the edge. Didn't come all the way with the head, but Kennedy covered behind. Here's Chidozie. More orthodox goalkeeping. Long clearances from Grobbelaar to two men forward. Oh. Miller wanting to get on with it. Robinson denying him. Good expression of the keenness of the night. Hughton. Good pace by Hughton. Was he hit? No, he wasn't. At least not according to Mr. Martin. Walsh. Mulby. Good challenge. Here's Hazard. Yes, he's got it through. Held it back and then got it through. This is Garth Crooks. And the first really clear-cut opportunity of the evening, and what good play by Mickey Hazard. I believe there was a feint there from him, suggested, and then he played it through in the end. And Crooks onto it, but spurned the opportunity.
Well, indeed, good play by Hazard, and not such good play on the other side by Jan Mulby, who lost the ball and was very sluggish coming back.
Neil. Mulby. Roberts, Walsh, change of pace there when he saw the opportunity. He was held by Roberts too. Mulvey, deflected for the corner. Liverpool's first corner, and they've had to wait 28 minutes for it. Good punch out by Ray Clements. Chidozie. Hansen. Smooth as silk so far. It didn't quite cut the garment correctly at the end. Newton. Nicol. Robinson. Could be a break left side with John Walk. Still could be with Ronnie Whelan, number 5. I think he must know you have to do better than that to beat Ray Clements. There's a break on the right for Nicol, who stayed solidly on the right side. Now has the chance to cross it. 5 possible recipients. Offside surely. Yes, it is. No way that Mulvey was going to get away with that through ball. Four up for Tottenham. Chidozie, Crooks, Falco and Galvin. Here's Crooks. Hazard. Chidozie. Kennedy very tight to him again. Perryman. Square is Hazard, slightly behind in fact. Looking for Galvin. Uncomfortably away by Mark Lawrenson behind John Walk. 7 is a lucky number for some people. Tottenham's 7th corner, taken by number 7. Miller looking, Roberts scores, and on by Crooks. The breakthrough has come, and it's well deserved. That's Garth Crooks' first goal in the league, although he's 8th altogether. Roberts got the header, look at that from Crooks. Instant reaction. Guarding the ball over defender and goalkeeper. Miller was the first to make the run. Roberts came behind. Look at Crooks watching with his eyes on the ball. And look at the flick. Arched up over the goalkeeper. Spurs 1, Liverpool 0. 37 minutes gone. A goal that Tottenham really needed. Because their great bubble of style and enthusiasm was in danger of bursting, but now it's been given new life. Robinson, Walk. Well, he improvised then, John Walk. It's fitting, I think, that Roberts should have played a part in that goal. Hansen was held a bit by Crooks. Crooks, whose record is now 8 goals in 7 games, including 2 hat-tricks. but that's his first in the Canon League. Whelan. Oh, that's a disappointing header from the Irishman. John Pratt taking the throw. So I asked John Pratt before the match whether he sat down on the bench, because Peter Struve, the manager, always sits up in the stand. And his comment was, well, with my voice, it seems a good idea. Has been known to make himself heard. Away by Lawrenson. Crooks has a break here for Galvin, the ball a little bit wide, which is unfortunate. From Tottenham's viewpoint, that is. Hazard. Houghton makes the forward run. 3 back to mark 2. That's at the other end. This is Chidozie. In danger of beating himself. Miller. Fine ball to Galvin. Well seen by Lawrenson. Liverpool not coming out with the pace, although Lawrenson is now showing some. Good play by Mark Lawrenson. Denied by Miller. And the corner saved by Roberts. But one is used to seeing Liverpool come out in numbers in that sort of position. But they came out in a one only. Just under 5 minutes of the first half remaining. Hazard. That back pass, of course, gets applauded. And the first signs of glory, glory, hallelujah. Falco, tripped by John Walk. Hazard. Stevens is up on the right side, number 2. Not inside, might find Falco. Would have done but for the intervention of Hansen. Here's Roberts. Blocked by Lawrenson. Hazard. Well, all the oohs and ahs have come at Bruce Gobelar's end. Spurs crowd certainly enjoying this one. I think the book may well be out again. And against Graham Roberts. Away by Miller. Hansen. Free kick against Crooks for the challenge from behind. Two minutes from half-time. Mulby. Ronnie Whelan, everything to his right. Neil. 3 came for him. And Nicol conscious of covering the space that Neil had left. Roberts. Tottenham had 5 up then. Chidozie coming on the near side asking for it. I think Whelan has spotted that. Clements goes long the other way. Falco, I don't think got any real touch. Did then, but I think with his hand. Oh, it's a bit short. And Falco's got it away from Lawrenson. And here's Crooks, covered by Alan Hansen. He's made 3 or 4 very important headers around the 6-yard line, has Alan Hansen. Miller again coming forward. Stevens made it. Nobody there except Galvin. A lot of curl on that. Lawrenson, Chidozie. Galvin. Falco found some space. Good challenge again by Lawrenson. Managed to win the ball in spite of being challenged quite strongly, shoulder to shoulder. Falco. But he was ahead of Lawrenson that time. Certainly all the shots, or nearly all the shots, have been at Grobbelaar's end. But only one has beaten him. That was a header. And the home crowd very happy with the half-time score. Garth Crooks, the scorer, his first in the Cannon League this season. Really good team performance by Tottenham, in which Mickey Hazard has been quite outstanding, as indeed has the man at the back and the man left out by England, Graham Roberts. Liverpool lost 3 matches in the first 10 back in 1974-75. They haven't done so since then. And in that season they also lost the championship, finishing as runners-up to Derby County, then under the control of a former Spurs player, Dave Mackay. And it's his old team who lead at half-time by 1-0. The goal scorer, number 11, Garth Crooks. And in case you've joined us at the start of the second half only and haven't been able to see what's gone before, Tottenham fully on top in the first period, but had to wait until 37 minutes before getting their goal. And a positive start by Ronnie Whelan. Nobody's going to argue too much with Perryman tonight. And Kennedy, who it should be said, closed down very effectively on John Chidozie, after Chidozie made a particularly sharp start. It's Hansen. Here's John Pratt, the assistant manager, on the Spurs bench. Crooks. Oh, I say, how well he did that. Here's Hazard. Second touch was a little disappointing, and in the end it cost him. Great piece of holding of the ball by Garth Crooks. He managed to steer it straight into Hazard's path. Barco. Mulby. Not as nippy as his fellow Dane at Manchester United. Roberts. Typical charge. Hazard. Space on the left. That's where it was intended to go. Handball. And Houghton taking action before John Martin did. Havertz, Chidozie. Hazard looks up and plays a ball of huddle proportions, and this time Grobbelaar has to use his head in two senses. Offside by about 3 yards. I think there's no doubt that Bruce Grobbelaar enjoys that sort of challenge. And he's a character in a game which needs its characters. So a long way he continue. He's also a very fine goalkeeper, make no mistake about that. Mulby. Referee played the advantage there too, but straight to Galvin. And Mulby lost one leg. No doubt that he was fouled, but he got the ball back and then gave it away again. Walk looking for Walsh. Well played by Ray Clements. Galvin. Offside. Walsh a little slow to come out of the area. Another good challenge by Alan Kennedy. Stevens. Oh! What a lovely strike of the ball. Won by Gillespie. Certainly poses a different problem in the air, being that much taller than Paul Walsh. Houghton, which maybe is why Liverpool have decided to push him forward there. Parko, Crooks going down the middle for the return. Kennedy, well, he did the right thing even though he headed across his goal. There was no other choice. Had a man behind him. Gillespie. Mulby. Walk trying to get away, and Mulby played a different ball to Whelan instead. And the free kick given, which really denied Liverpool. I mean, there was so much space on the left for Ronnie Whelan, but the referee spotted something and gave the free kick, for which Tottenham will be fairly grateful. I don't know whether Mr. Martin had a signal from his linesman. But now Tottenham have the entire team between ball and goal. Nicol on the ball, Mulby behind, who has the strike. But it wasn't over by much. It was a good attempt. But Ray Clements, I'm sure, had it covered. It was across the goal. Yes, I think he would have covered that. He even had time to put his hands away. Four forward once again for Tottenham. .25 minutes left for the champions to pull back the deficit, or for Tottenham to increase it. The Liverpool ball. Oh, the linesman and referee are right. Came off Perriman. Crooks and Falco. And free kick. Oh, I say. It's not going to count because the whistle has gone. Oh, it wouldn't have counted. Free kick given against Falco. Kennedy. Gillespie. I must say, he started as though he's played up front all his life. Hazard. Probably suggested he's a good player, which indeed he is. Beautifully done. Here's Galvin. Oh, Mark Lawrenson has battled hard and has had to. Tottenham are threat on either flank. And I think as the game has gone on, there's been a greater threat from Tony Galvin than from John Chidozie. It's much to do with the performance of Alan Kennedy. Two Tottenham players in the 6-yard box. Stevens at the back of the area. Be a corner if it goes. Huh. Crooks. Stevens again, corner. Falco position on the near post. Oh, he's moved a bit further over now. He and Crooks, the two nearest goal for Tottenham. Roberts. Appeal for handball, but if it was, it couldn't possibly have been intentional. Now here's a chance for Liverpool. Here's Walk and Gillespie. He had to stretch for it. He wasn't given a good ball. Neil. Making his presence felt in midfield, Phil Neal. Hazard was on the next page of Ronnie Whelan's little epistle. Roberts. There's still only one goal in it for all the fact that Tottenham have looked the better side. Nicol and Neil have come over to the right. Four in a line with the far post, and Robinson in the 6-yard area. Flag is up. And the ball, I think, must have curled out. Yes, it did. The referee wants the kick to be taken from the other side. Stevens, good climb. Roberts. Crooks, great first touch. Chidozie.
John Chidozie not quite lived up to his early promise there. That was a weakish old finish. Came inside, took the easy way out, no power in his shot. And Mike Hazard's not dominating quite in the way he was in the first half. And Stevens really has taken over that role.
Good flick on. And can he recover? Yes, he can. It won't be necessary anyway, but the ball had gone for the corner. Can't really blame Paul Miller. And Ray Clements, as is so often the case these days, got up with a smile on his face. It's a big smile too. It's followed by a few instructions. Smiles, it might be said, more often than the player who's taken over from him in the England goal. Hazard needed to win that. Kennedy. Houghton away. Hazard. That's a great ball and a great interception, but up comes Roberts. Couldn't play it to Crooks, who was offside at that point. Falco has gone to the middle. Roberts unaware of him. Oh dear. And Roberts at the short game not matching what he's achieved at the long game. But totally unaware of what was happening on his left. Couldn't play it to Crooks, who was offside. But Falco was screaming for it the other way. Handball? Yes, indeed. As we look at one substitute, here's the other, Gary Mabbutt, poised to make an appearance. Mabbutt, who's made 7 appearances as a substitute this season, has played only 3 times in the starting lineup. Player who, because of injuries, has rather faded from the international scene. So much was being said of him a couple of years ago at this stage of the year. Gets through to Galvin. Houghton. Falco, it fell a bit kindly. Neil. John Walk. Oh. It was a meeting of brawn. Mulby. Robinson. Oh, but Walk was moving the other way. Robinson hugely disappointed about that. Crooks, Falco, but it wasn't really. Whelan. Liverpool seem to be having an increasing amount of the play. Tottenham have lost their rhythm in the middle of the field. Walk. Oh, Whelan couldn't make it. Robinson. Well, he had a full view of the goal, even though he was to the right of the right-hand post as we look. Roberts lost it, Whelan lost it, and Michael Robinson, perhaps a little hurried, pulled it across the face of the goal. Wave from the bench, go forward, go forward, go forward. Hazard. It was bound for Crooks, but didn't get enough height. Galvin. Bit of holding by Galvin. Galvin turning with a desperate expression, but I think because he'd been caught at it. Kennedy. And challenge. By Miller it was. Galvin, push it forward and chase it. Miller. Robinson. Well, there was more room then. And there has been on most occasions. Robinson maybe had more time than he took, and the crowd very anxious for the final whistle. Feel that their team has made some dent in the championship record of the holders of the title, as they will hope to do in the Milk Cup later in the month, something which Liverpool too have won for 3 years running. Signals come from both linesmen. Houghton. Mavett. Hazard. Oh, that's a disappointing end. On the side who was so much on top at the start, when Hazard was seen as such a potent attacking force. Hansen. Lawrenson. Last chance perhaps for Liverpool. Gillespie chasing. Miller there ahead. It's a throw. Moby coming for a long one as the referee looks at his watch. And the crowd in no hurry to return the ball. Mr. Martin making note of the time. So it will profit so-called supporters nothing. For Mr. Martin's actions before the ball became lost in the crowd, suggested that very few seconds remain. The other ball hasn't come back. Walk underneath it, away by Stevens. Walk! Brilliant save, he's had nothing to do all night. And the shouts for his teammates to keep concentration. That was a really fine save. Out by Roberts. Tottenham pushing forward. And the free kick given. What a measure of a goalkeeper to make a save like that right at the death. He stayed awake when some of his team had their minds already in the dressing room talking about the victory. There's a lesson there for Tottenham. As indeed there is a lesson that they've had to hang on to the one-goal lead when they ought to have scored more times from the possession that they've had. Roberts. Gillespie. Referee looks at his watch again. Mulvey forward, there's no danger there. The victory is Tottenham's, and the crowd will forget the stuttering finish. But they and the Tottenham team are indebted to one magnificent save by Ray Clements from John Walk to ensure that the home side take the 3 points, and Liverpool lose 3 games in the first 10 for the first time for 10 years. 1-0 to Tottenham, but disappointing after such a fine start.
Well, Liverpool almost got their draw, but not quite, which leaves Spurs on top of the Cannon League First Division, even if only just for one night. That's all we've time for. So, from Match of the Day Live at White Hart Lane, good night to you.